Alright guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice video and podcast. Today we've got an interesting conversation to talk about Star Wars, and it really is just a conversation. There's not necessarily a particular article I'm pulling up. I could probably source a lot of things we talk about today, but I'm not going to. We can find most of the stuff I'm going to talk about pretty easily. And starting off with the Mandalorian and Grogu, it's coming out, I think, in like a month, right? A month or two. And a lot rides on this movie, whether fans know it, admit it, agree with it, but it does. This is a turning point in Lucasfilm and Star Wars, and a lot of fans might not realize it just because Star Wars has been so under the radar for the last 5 years, since COVID pretty much. With new leadership, new direction, a lot is going to be dependent on this movie, and they spent the last 5 years trying to build up Disney Plus, the Disney Plus projects, and they're turning The Mandalorian pretty much the biggest success they have from Star Wars, but almost just Disney Plus in general. They're turning it into a movie, and for all intents and purposes, that's the plan. That they're not going to go back to this TV show. The Mandalorian is, there's a lot of talks about they want to be able to turn this into a trilogy, right? The Mandalorian trilogy, and build up for Dave Filoni's projects with, the Heir to the Empire movies, right? That kind of stuff with Thrawn and Ahsoka. But if this movie is a huge failure, it does kind of throw a wrench into the plans. So just wanted to talk about this today. What could happen, what might happen, what's, possible. Everything goes well. If this movie makes a decent chunk of money, it gets its return, makes a little bit extra money, I'm talking like maybe $700 million in the box office. That's not a smash success, but it's nowhere a failure either. That's it's pretty good, right? I'd say it's a success. I think we see continuation of these Disney Plus projects going to the big screen, right? We know Ahsoka season 2 is not necessarily around the corner, but it's not that far out. Like within the next 365 days, within the next year from now, I would expect some sort of announcement of when we're getting it, and hopefully within that time frame as well. We know a lot of the other stuff like Boba Fett, Skeleton Crew, it's all around the same time period, same characters. We can see some of those storylines kind of brought over, as well as, Luke, the young Luke that we've seen in The Mandalorian and Boba Fett. All of that's going to be kind of brought over into Dave Filoni's projects with the Heir to the Empire and his movie. But it all again starts with this Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Just because it's the first Disney Plus project to kind of move to the big screen, but it all kind of started and culminated with the Mandalorian, the Grogu, and with Luke. But again, if the biggest success from Disney Plus can't really translate onto the big screen, then projects like Ahsoka are definitely not going to, just because they're not nearly as successful or popular. That doesn't mean I don't think they could be good. I love Ahsoka, but looking at it as a business standpoint, you just have to understand that they wouldn't see it as a possibility for success if The Mandalorian couldn't even do it, right? Because that's their by far biggest success. If this movie fails, I have no idea what Disney is going to do, what Dave Filoni is going to do. From a creative standpoint, do you just cut and turn to a new direction? Do you go back to Disney Plus projects? Do you just keep trying to buckle down and train forward to more movies? I don't know, but a lot is stemming on this movie. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying go out and watch it no matter what. If this movie is not good, that definitely doesn't mean we want to keep seeing movies with bad quality, but it's just something to keep in mind that the future of Star Wars, I want to say, is in peril, but a lot is changing, right? Obviously, new leadership is a big thing, but creative direction also is going to change, right? We know they want to go back to the big screen. It's what Lucasfilm Disney made its bread and butter on with Star Wars. I just don't know if it's going to work as well as it once did for them. And Marvel, they're trying to make a revival back with MCU and Avengers. But in general, Hollywood and the movie industry, theater industry especially, is a dying breed, whether people want to admit it or not. The last 2 years have been a downward trend in box office success, and you would just hate to see Star Wars flail and die off because of that. I would still like them to have some sudden success, because I'm of the stance that Lucasfilm Star Wars belongs on the big screen. It's where the biggest stories are told for Star Wars, and I would love to see Luke, Ahsoka, the Mandalorian, all of these, Boba Fett, all these characters brought onto the big screen. For the Heir of the Empire project, I love that. I would love to see that, and I don't know. I just want everyone to kind of be aware. We don't make a lot of Star Wars videos these days because it's again kind of a dying breed, unfortunately. So it's something to keep in mind if you want to see Star Wars success. If you like some of the stories that they're building with the Mandalorian, with Ahsoka, go support this movie. You know, it looks like it could be fun, but it looks like it also could not be. It could be just boring, right? A lot of reports and intel kind of suggest that it's obvious that this was a season of TV translated into a movie, right? Which, take that how you will, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be exactly what everyone thinks it might be. So, I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. I would like to see a lot of these stories translated to the big screen. I'm going to go and see this. But I know a lot of fans want to see it completely twist and change from a creative narrative and just go somewhere else. And if that's what you want to see, then don't go watch this in theaters. Don't go see it. Yeah, take that how you will. I just wanted to put that out there into the universe. Again, Star Wars is a dying breed, but we started this channel as a Star Wars YouTube channel, and we love Star Wars here on this channel, me and Athen both. So just felt like it was the right thing to do to kind of share everything I've been hearing about this movie and what it could mean for Lucasfilm and Star Wars creatively. No matter what happens, the next 3 years are going to be a tonal shift and change for Star Wars, no matter what. So, all that being said, let us know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys are excited for this movie or not. I see some excitement, but I feel like it's more of an echo chamber. I'm seeing the excitement, and I don't know if I'm seeing it from everybody. So, let us know what you guys think down in the comments. You excited for this movie? Not excited? If you want to see a tonal change in the narrative and the creative direction, like from the Mandalorian point of view, let me know. I'm interested. I want to see what you guys think with all that. And yeah, all that being said, don't forget to hit that like, don't forget to hit that subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.